Hi, it's Lee-san. This video is just my thoughts on the whole issue surrounding Freelee and Durianrider being sued for speaking out against Kayla Itsines' Bikini Body Program. And I normally don't make videos about other people and I try not to get into all this drama, but I think this is quite important and I do want to defend them in this case. So I wrote a comment on Freelee's video that just came out, and this is what I wrote. I think you should be allowed to say what you want on your own channels without being sued for it. It isn't the same as blocking people on Facebook, as people can create their own channels and videos if they disagree. I believe that you are on YouTube to help people and simply gave your honest review of Kayla's book or program to warn people. Whatever happens, I think YouTube will come out stronger in the end, and hopefully the healthy and vegan message will spread despite the effort to silence it. I honestly don't think that Freelee and Durianrider did anything wrong in their videos about Kayla Itsines. They were exposing that it is a 1600 calorie program, and 1600 calories is not enough for most people. It's not even within the World Health Organization guidelines. It might be enough for someone who is really short and petite and who hardly does any exercise, but from what I learned from Freelee's videos about the program, it's a program that does include a lot of exercise and physical activity. So 1600 calories in that context would definitely not be enough. And I think she made legitimate claims about the program, and she was just giving an honest review. So Kayla is trying to sue Freelee and Durianrider for speaking out against the program, and I think that really isn't fair. I think the right thing to do would have been to probably communicate privately with them and maybe even review her program so that it does fall within the guidelines of the World Health Organization and other calorie recommendations by the government. I think that Kayla doesn't really have a strong case against Freelee and Durianrider. I think she's just trying to silence them, and I don't think it will work. Honestly, in the end, I think Freelee and Durianrider are going to come out on top. Knowing them, knowing the kind of videos that Freelee and Durianrider do, they're not the kind of people who are just going to stay quiet about it. And I know that they are very passionate about health and veganism and helping people. I always want to believe the best in people, and that is honestly what I feel with those two, that it's not all about the money. Like, sure, it is good to be able to have enough money to live the lifestyle that you want and then to be free to make videos to help people. I think in the end they really just want to help people, and some of the rules not everyone's going to agree with, but overall I think they are trying to help people. And with this Kayla Itsines case, I think it's pretty ridiculous, and Kayla should have just revised her own program to fit within the guidelines. Of course, I don't think that was going to happen because she just wants to have people lose weight fast and within 12 weeks. And it reminded me of the Oprah case. I know it's not exactly the same, but remember when, I think it was almost 20 years ago, when Oprah was saying something bad about beef? I've got the Wikipedia thing here. So in 1998, television talk show host Oprah Winfrey and one of her guests, Howard Lyman, were involved in a lawsuit commonly referred to as the Amarillo, Texas beef trial, surrounding the Texas version of a food libel law known as the False Disparagement of Perishable Food Products Act of 1995, for a 1996 episode of her show in which the two made disparaging comments about beef in relation to the mad cow scare. Although they were not the first people to be sued using this type of legal action, this case created a media sensation and is the example most people associate with food libel litigation. I think Winfrey won that case. at the moment, it says, however, Winfrey no longer speaks publicly on the issue, going so far as to decline to make videotapes of the original interview available to inquiring journalists. One of the richest women in the world, who we would think has so much power, decided to be silent because of this incident. And I remember that Oprah did make a show that was based on being vegan, and she had a guest on there. I think her name was Kathy Friedman. I can't remember the name, but she did have a show where she was talking about the vegan diet, and she had her staff go on a vegan diet. I think it was for a week. I can't remember. But yeah, it's pretty sad that people can't even voice their own opinions on their own channels and be sued for it. So I do think it's different from blocking people on Facebook for comments or videos that you don't agree with. I've posted my videos about Authority Nutrition on Authority Nutrition's Facebook page, and I understand that I got blocked because I don't agree with his nutrition guidelines, and I understand that. And as much as I think that my videos are true and honest and based on science, and that Authority Nutrition's articles are rubbish, they have the right to block me from Facebook, and I totally understand that, and I will just keep making my own videos. So, but if I was to be sued by them for something, like if I was sued for making a video about an Authority Nutrition article, that would be ridiculous. And I think it's almost the same kind of thing with Kayla Itsines suing Freelee and Durianrider for giving a review of her program. And I understand that Kayla is probably making a lot of money from selling her program and doesn't want to lose that money, doesn't want to lose the customers. But I think for any program to work and to be worth it, you can't just be ripping people off and lying to them. In the end, it's going to backfire. And I think in this case, it has backfired on Kayla, and she's just trying to keep her head above the water at the moment. So it might look like it's Freelee and Durianrider who are the underdog, but I think Kayla is probably the one who is going to suffer most in this instance. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. I try not to make too many videos about this stuff, but I thought I'd just share my thoughts anyway. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.